Australians, oh, let us rejoice, for we are one and free. With golden soil and a wealth for toil, our home is girt by sea. Our land abounds in nature's gifts of beauty, rich and rare. In history's page, let every stage advance Australia fair. In joyful strains, then let us sing, advance Australia fair.
Please be seated. Distinguished guests and graduates, I would like to invite Uncle Chris Tobin, representative of the Darug people, to offer the traditional welcome to country.
Thank you. Budji Mulinu, everyone. Good morning. Nalawa. Welcome to the lands of the Wallamedigal. I belong to one of the local Aboriginal families of the Darug people, the traditional custodians over this part of the country. I wish to firstly pay my respects to the country and its people, and to thank the University for their acknowledgement of us and the invitation to welcome you here this morning. That acknowledgement is important for our people and much appreciated. My family, in fact, descend from Yarramundi, a respected elder and cleverman of the Burrabrongal clan during the early years of colonisation. He saw that our survival in this new world could best be secured if we could learn more about it. So he enrolled his daughter, Bullangai, or Maria, into the Native Institute, a school set up in 1815 by Governor Macquarie, offering formal education to Aboriginal children. Maria studied there for several years and used her newly acquired skills to lobby and ultimately secure some land for herself and her family out along the Richmond Road. Other Aboriginal families soon joined them, and it became known as the Blackstown, where the present-day city of Blacktown gets its name. We are very proud of her, as I'm sure your families are of you here this morning. And with good reason. Your success is our success. Your advancement, our advancement. Now that was probably better understood in traditional times when camp groups were smaller and clans abided by strict sharing laws, which meant the food that you caught and brought back was distributed throughout the rest of the camp. Your skills and good fortune were thus enjoyed by all. Your efforts literally nourished the rest of the community, and you in turn were looked after by them. Yes, we can live quite beautifully when we work together. Our Aboriginal ancestors certainly lived well in many respects, and I use occasions like this to offer them to yourselves as a model or a benchmark on how good to expect our lives today. You see, when Captain Cook arrived here around 250 years ago, he described the people he encountered as one of the happiest people he'd ever met. They owned nothing, he wrote, but the tools they carried. They were naked, made their shelters from the bark of trees without cutting them down, and fed their families from the earth without excessive tilling or clearing. There was no slavery, no rich and poor, and no homelessness. Armies were unheard of, as were forts, jails, or even fences. People cooperated to collect the resources that were needed, which were then shared out according to strict Aboriginal law. Our lands were maintained in their natural state through fire and responsible harvesting. Our rivers and waterways kept clean and unpolluted, with people drinking out of them as they have done here around the Wallamedigal campus for the past 20,000 to 30,000 years. So this is not a dream or a vision, this is normal life for us and for the longest time. And there is no good reason why we should expect less for ourselves and our children than what our ancestors enjoyed. Admittedly, there's a lot more of us. However, we are a clever people, and there's still much magic in the world, I like to believe. So graduates, I would say expect great and wonderful things from your life. Life is good, we are naturally happy, and normally very good at looking after each other and the planet. I would just ask that you share your skills with the rest of us and keep following that beautiful spirit within you that got you this far. Do this and I'm confident we can put together a world we can be proud of and a future that is worthy of our children. We can all do our bit. I'll do mine by finishing up and letting you graduate. Just want to say congratulations to all of you and all the best in our collective future. Thank you. Yana.
I'm pleased to introduce Deputy Chancellor of Macquarie University, Louise Mason. Deputy Chancellor.
Thank you, Chris, for your warm welcome to country. Colleagues, guests, families and friends of our graduands, and most importantly, all our graduands. It is my great pleasure to welcome you here today to this graduation ceremony. It is our hope that today is a very happy and memorable occasion for all of you. I think we have some small children in the audience and babies here today. If we do, don't worry if they make noise, don't worry if they want to run around. They are our students of tomorrow and they're very welcome here. Today is a milestone day. Today we celebrate the wonderful achievements of those of you about to graduate. Completing a degree is never easy. It requires an intelligent and inquiring mind, determination and perseverance, and you've made many sacrifices along the way in the pursuit of your goal. You've worked very hard to get to this point, and you should feel proud of what you've achieved. We as a university are just as proud of your achievements, and I'm pleased to be able to congratulate each and every one of you today. I also want to especially welcome the families, supporters and friends of our graduands here with us as invited guests. The fact that you've been invited by one of our graduands to share in one of the greatest days of their lives is proof positive that you've been an important influence. So to our invited guest, congratulations and thank you for celebrating this great day with us. Our graduands may not realise it, but you're about to participate in one of the oldest of Europe's social rituals. If you were to pick a date, say 1500 AD, and look to see what social institutions were around and are still around today, you'd find only about 60, including the Roman Catholic Church, the parliaments of England, Iceland and the Isle of Man, and 6 Swiss cantons. All the rest are universities. In fact, graduation ceremonies are even older than that. For more than 800 years, graduates have been donning gowns just like the ones you're wearing and participating in ceremonies just like this one. And since those earliest graduations, the ceremony has remained almost unchanged, a defining feature in the life of every university and its students. We all realise that Macquarie is not one of those ancient universities. In fact, we're just over 50 years young. And though we're among the youngest universities in the world, we're very proud to be part of this time-honoured ceremony. We all know that youth has its advantages. Macquarie is a very modern and outward-looking university. We enjoy an enviable reputation for world-leading research excellence, research engagement and impact. We're continually progressing by extending our research, partnerships, course offerings and facilities. And we have a proud tradition of innovation and discovery. Our pioneering approach is built upon a collaborative and connected learning community. This is a very exciting time for Macquarie University amidst much change, as the vision for this remarkable campus continues to unfold. No doubt you would have witnessed all the development happening around campus as you arrived here today. We also have more than 225,000 graduates living in more than 140 countries. It's very clear that we're looking forward and we're on the move, and so are each of you. Some of the things we all value so much about Macquarie, however, will not change. When I was a student here and during my time on council, a defining feature of Macquarie was and remains the friendliness and inclusiveness of our staff and students. This is inherent to our culture, and I anticipate that it always will be. And remember, you will always be welcome here. Macquarie University will always be a leader in teaching and learning, and a leader in the accumulation of wisdom, knowledge and understanding. However, our collective journey is about building community, where we have shared values, where we share things in common, and where we care about each other, even when our points of view on some matters diverge. In other words, an ideal community of scholars. Distinguished guests, academic and professional colleagues, and most importantly, our graduands, I offer you the warmest of welcomes to Macquarie University on this great day. In just a few minutes, it will be my great honour to confer your degrees upon you and welcome you as lifelong members of the community of scholars we proudly call Macquarie University. But first, it's my great pleasure to introduce our occasional speaker, John Goh. John has been the principal of Maryland's East Public School for the past 19 years and an honorary fellow of the Teacher Guild of New South Wales. His school serves 40 different language backgrounds, with 92% of students from an English as an additional language or dialect background, including 15% refugees. John has formed organisational partnerships to provide social capital as a support for student learning at Maryland's East Public School. Through creative and innovative technological programs, students have embraced open and agile learning environments with flexible school hours. Some of John's recent major achievements include an Australian Commonwealth Bank School Plus National Teaching Award, Public Education Foundation Harvard Club Australia Scholarship to study at Harvard University, Australian College of Education Leadership Award for social media. He was a finalist in the Pride of Australia Awards. In 2009, John's school received the Director General School Achievement Award and the United Nations World Environment Day Award. In 2017, John gave a TEDx talk on the use of technology in schools and regularly presents at professional development and conferences. In the same year, he was a keynote speaker at EduTech Singapore, along with chairing the International Policy Forum. John has 2 Master of Arts degrees, one from Macquarie University and the other from the University of Technology, along with a Bachelor of Education from Wollongong and a DipEd from the Sydney College of Advanced Education. Outside of school, John was a Deputy Controller for his local State Emergency Service, and in 2017, after 17 years of emergency service, was recently made a life member of the New South Wales Rugby Referees Association. I now invite John to deliver the occasional address. Please welcome him.
Well, Deputy Chancellor, faculty staff, graduates, friends and family, I too would like to acknowledge the traditional owners of this land, the Darug people, and pay my respects to elders both past and present, and extend that welcome to anyone that's Indigenous here today. We need to remember that the very first teachers were First Nations people. They were the blood and soul of this land as teachers. And they too today share their wisdom and knowledge with us all. And I bring that welcome from my own school at Maryland's East, which is on Darug land, traditional Darug land going back 60,000 years, even though my school it started in 1928. The person that lives across the road from me, Uncle David Williams, served in the Vietnam War as the first Indigenous person in the Navy. And he still remembers those occasions. And if you go down to Darling Harbour and you look at the HMS Vampire, that is the ship that he served. We also need to remember in education, this year is the 175th year of public education. It started in 1848, but prior to that, Newcastle East was the very first school that started in 1828 and then became a public school. But up until 1972, First Nation people could be excluded from public education. The principal still had the power in those days to say, you cannot come to a public school. One of the social injustice that has changed over the many years. But we need to acknowledge that injustice after 175 years. The Maryland's East Public School motto is about creating the future. It's really wonderful as I look out here to see so many graduates that are entering school education and creating the future for the very next generation. You know, in a time of global change and uncertainty and changes in curriculum and the complexity of what's going on in many schools, especially with technology, and now we have ChatGPT, they've added to all that complexity of teaching and learning. Teaching in schools are not immune to digital disruption that's currently taking place. Students can easily go online and learn through massive open online courses. And we saw that during the period of COVID and lockdown periods. Some of my teachers and I are currently completing courses over in Harvard. So sometimes we have like 2 a.m. workshops and we turn up to school feeling half asleep. But that's the nature of the world that we live in. Distance is no barrier to learning when we use disruptive technologies. And anyone can learn anytime, anywhere, and with anyone. So what then is there for the future of teaching? We need to reshape our schools and pedagogy to prepare for the future rather than the past. Some of you know, and it was mentioned in my introduction, that I'm a rugby referee. One of the good things about rugby referees is that you see teams win and lose. And only a couple of weeks ago, I refereed a game and Nemesis Sydney Uni lost. But one lesson I can always take from refereeing rugby is you referee the game in front of you. That is the 30 players that's in front of you. The style of game is played differently depending on the players' knowledge and skills and their ages. If I referee all the games in the same way, without taking any contextual information, then I probably more than likely ruin their game. Teaching is similar in an evolving world. It's very important to be responsive to the school community and to meet the needs of the students in front of you. Not the school down the road or in the neighbouring suburb or in a different sector. Singapore schools are often renowned, we hear in the media, about their PISA results. But if you speak to any principal in Singapore and talk to them about education, they'll say it's about values education and the school being the pride of the community. So I ask myself each day, if students can do it at home, why do they need to be at school? Or why do they need to be in my classroom and your classroom? In our school, 90% of students are from a non-English speaking background, Middle Eastern, Asian and European background, where school for many of the parents generally commence early. And we've become really responsive to our school community needs. And so 11 years ago, we made a dramatic shift. We made a change to start school at 8 o'clock and finish at 1:15. And we still complied with the legislative arrangements or the guidelines that schools need to teach. That is 4 3/4 hours. The difference is our students go home for lunch and they get to use the parks and the medical services after school rather than during school. The majority of our families are single income families with extended families, which is contrary to what often is in the mainstream. So it's about being responsive, making a change. And I remember making that change and I was called a left wing or right wing by mainstream media. And being a rugby player before a referee, I never played on the wing, and I always wanted to get my hand, because they're the people that never get their hands dirty. And yet, this is what happened. We made a change, and we're 11 years down the track, and we haven't looked back since then. We've also researched industry and how people interact in the community, and transformed our classes into different types of learning spaces where people can collaborate, they can problem solve together, they can talk to each other, not against each other. Sort of like some of the buildings here at Macquarie University and the transformation that's taken place here. It's all about you and how people learn now. The transformation's not just about time and space. The most important aspect of school is pedagogies. That is the way we go about teaching, and the expectations that students can learn regardless of their socio-economic background, ethnicity, or their linguistic competence in English. Postcode should never be a determination of expectations for success. Neither should the expectation that all students entering a class are homogenous and come with the same level of knowledge and skills, or even English competencies for an expected age cohort. That's our challenge. We start with what's in front of us. We teach what's in front of us. The challenge then is to look at how we can differentiate the learning outcomes, the strategies and the assessment process. But the rewards are not always immediate. I mentioned that we talked a lot about caring for our students and being responsive. And being responsive is addressing not just their academic needs, but also their social, their medical, health, employment, food security. In fact, we're addressing the whole well-being of a student. Recently, I received an email from a former student, and I want to share this with you because this is why I stay in teaching for so long and why I've been at Marylands East for so long. But prior to that, I was at a school called Lakemba. It started off by saying, "Hi sir, while reading the news posts about changes to New South Wales school hours yesterday, I realised you're the principal at Marylands East Public School, John Go. You were once my former ESL teacher at Lakemba Public School in 1990. Now you can work out how old I am. You won't remember who I am, but I just want to reach out to you and thank you for the support and guidance to an ESL student who couldn't speak a word of English. Surely I wouldn't have been able to say these words to you 30 years ago, but I just want you to know the difference you made to so many students. One of them is me. I'm so amazed and thankful to see that you have positively contributed to the education of so many students, but also to the innovation and leadership to change and improvement in the learning experience." And she finished off, "Thank you, sir, from everything you've done." And then she signed her name, and now she's working as one of the leaders in New South Wales Health. It just goes to show it's not about the immediate journey, but it's the long-term journey of success. We will go through days which are incredibly difficult and challenging as teachers, but it's the best profession in the world, and you get the greatest joy. And the letter that I just read to you, many of my teachers have received similar letters. None of my teachers have ever received a letter that says, "Thank you for the NAPLAN results." But they certainly get the letters about how they care for them. So I say to you graduates, I commence by saying our school motto is create the future. And now it's time for you to create your own memories with your students and colleagues. Finally, I'd like to congratulate you, especially those that are first in the family going to university and graduating today. That's really dear to my heart, as my family came from a refugee background, and the challenge of going to university, I really understand, and how proud that you are to make your parents. But similarly, if you're second generation or you're another person in your family entering and graduating university, congratulations. It's the greatest and most noble profession, so I'm really pleased to welcome you to the profession of teaching. Thank you.
Thank you, John, for your really inspiring words. It was wonderful. As Deputy Chancellor of Macquarie University, I especially look forward to presiding at ceremonies such as today's, and conferring degrees on those who have complied with the university's requirements for such awards. I now call on our Acting Registrar, Professor Mariella Herberstein, to formally certify the eligibility of those who have met the requirements of these awards.
Deputy Chancellor, I certify that all of the candidates being present here today and those who are absent satisfy the requirements of the Academic Senate for the degrees they are about to be awarded. Would all candidates for admission to degrees please stand?
In the name of the Macquarie University Council and by my authority as Deputy Chancellor of Macquarie University, I admit each of you present and those who are absent to the degrees for which you have qualified. Congratulations.
Graduates, please be seated. Deputy Chancellor, the graduates at this ceremony are from the Faculty of Arts. I now call on Professor Chris Dixon, Executive Dean for the Faculty of Arts, to present the graduates. Professor Dixon.
Deputy Chancellor, the graduates of this ceremony are from the Faculty of Arts. Students and staff from the Faculty of Arts develop a critical, inquiring and curious mind. They work together within and across disciplinary boundaries to ask questions about socially complex problems. They identify paths of research, analyse and communicate ideas in creative formats and reflect on the skills and knowledge they need in order to understand the world, past, present and future. Students are encouraged to use their skills and talents to connect with local and global communities. This faculty includes research and study areas in ancient history, anthropology, education, English, geography and planning, Indigenous studies, international studies, law, media, music, communication, cultural studies, modern history, politics, international relations, philosophy, sociology, security studies and criminology. Through transformative education, Faculty of Arts graduates are equipped to face societal challenges with a deep evaluative mind, strong reasoning and a well-established ethical compass. They explore their creativity and passions while developing transferable skills like communication, critical thinking and digital literacy. These are all skills that are extremely sought after by employers. To our graduates, as you reflect on these last few years, I'm sure you can all agree that Macquarie University is home to a wonderful community of people. The relationships and networks you have formed will continue to serve you well into your future as professional contacts, as academic mentors and as lifelong friendships. Deputy Chancellor, I present to you the graduates from the Faculty of Arts whom you have admitted to degrees awarded diplomas. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Psychology with the degree of Bachelor of Education, Primary. Mary Ann Zool. Sophia Al-Ruvaman. Marianne Boutros. Amy Kalaye. Ashley Cochrane. Madeline Conroy. Tara Cosgrove. Todd Cummings. Macy Duncan. Christina Grace. Neve Hughes. Michelle Hutchings. Melissa Isaacs. Natasha Jansen. Anita Kaur. Amel Colton. Rochelle Mann. Eugenia Mentis. Gloria Meaty. Ella Noble. Aisha Oringo. Bahar Özkatal. Caitlin Parrott. Sabrine Raffay. Nikita Rudra. Bianca Sakur. Lucy Shallard. Mariam Sharobin. Sophie Shuring. Elise Spur. James Chokos. Emma Ewer. Anika Weber. Darcy White. Saskia Windsor. Kate Wong. Jessica Yates. Alyssa Uzon. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Arts with the degree of Bachelor of Education, Primary. Rafaela Arbignano. Theodora Acladios. Millie Alder. Matthew Allen. Lachlan Ayres. Claudia Azule. Jasmine Barron. Laura Betty. Thomas Black. Patrick Bloor. Kurt Braden. Charlotte Broderick. Claudio Canepe. Emily Garden. Jerkyu Christy Chan. Elia Chen. Chien Chen. Joyita Chaudhry. Hana Chung. Lily Clark. Mitchell Claydon. Alice Connolly. Lauren Davidson. Wintana DeWitt Desai. Ashley Debba. Jason Dean. Meryl Dinkar. Chelsea Dixon. Caitlin Doggett. Bailey Drew Gittos. Kiara Elmer. Sophie Fairgree. Natalie Ferrugia. Rebecca Feather. Holly Fennell. Courtney Phone. Nicholas Ford. Indiana Gay. Jacinta Giacometti. Gigi Giuffre. Tessa Grimshaw. Eng Engor. Jessica Hum. Hajar Hamad. Jia Jinhan. Brooke Harris. Larissa Harvey. Wan Ying Tina He. Annabelle Herberstein.
It's my
Amanda
niece.
Honeysett. Sophie Irwin. Casey Jacobs. Ria Jadva. Emily Yakimovsky. Rosie James. Alyssa Jeffcott. Summer Johns. Lena Karajov. Daria Karaman. Grace Kaur. Tanya Kement. Amelia Keys. Christina Kim. Eleanor King. Amelia Kladnik.
Amelia is the granddaughter of one of our esteemed colleagues, Professor Tate.
Eun Koo. Tian Koo. Elizabeth Kosuta. Jashna Kumar. Jennifer Lim. Jade Liu. Mia Lee. Madeline McKenzie. Zoya Martin. Eleni Mastroperos. Kira Macaulay. Emily MacDonald. Caitlin McGrath. Zoe McGarry. Cameron Mine. Alexandra McCurris. Randa Muhammad. Zoe Mulvaney. Rachel Muscat. Michelle Nguyen. Kieran Nixon. Chloe O'Grady. Phoebe Osborne. Samantha Page. Sarah Pegley. Hayley Preston. Ida Rafi Zadar. Tamar Ruggles. Claire Saar. Nimade Cynthia Sadri. Rupina Sarkisian. Harrison Shapi. Taylor Smilus. Luke Sorkovsky. Kimberly Spencer. Rebecca Stevens. Farida Sunkar. Samantha Talaviska. Melva Tang. Christian Tolentino. Jessica Toswell. Petum Mient. Navita Vimaleswaran. Victoria Vorabut. Genevieve Vaziha. Madison Whiteside. Kylie Williams. Bethany Wright. Vanessa Wu. Angelique Casenos. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Education, Primary and Bachelor of Psychology, Danica Gazans. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Education, Primary, Bera Howe. Amy McLucky. Amy Verisan. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Master of Teaching, Primary, Elizabeth Anderson Chingold. Sandra Biggins. Elizabeth Boone. Scott Browning. Carolyn Chandler. Hoiva Chung. Well done, Sarah. Sarah Cohen. Sien Tafu. Abby Fife. Victor Huey. Michelle Kapp. Georgina Lowe. Alexandra Lynch. Nicholas Miller. Angelica Santos. Jonathan Tam. Mira Zeb. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Arts with the degree of Bachelor of Education, Primary, Joshua Kramer. Deputy Chancellor, that completes this morning's presentation of the graduates from the Faculty of Arts.
Deputy Chancellor, I call on Jonathan Tam, who graduated with the Masters of Teaching Primary, to speak on behalf of the graduating group. Jonathan Tam.
Good morning, Deputy Chancellor, esteemed members of the university, administrators, proud parents, and the phenomenal class of 2022. Congratulations, everyone. We've made it. Our tireless efforts have finally borne fruit, and we're poised to embark on this exciting new adventure as the new educators of tomorrow. I am honored to stand before you today, reminiscing about our shared journey, a journey best described in one word: unprecedented. Now, I know what you're thinking, unprecedented. Really? Haven't we heard that one enough? But bear with me, because I'm not just talking about the ever-present COVID-19 pandemic. I'm referring to each and every one of you. That's right. What you have achieved is unprecedented. You are unrivaled. You are extraordinary. A university class that has achieved the never-before-seen. Together, we've ridden a roller coaster of week-long quarantines, remote learning, masked-up classrooms, virtual breakout sessions, TPA check-ins, and caffeine-filled all-nighters, among other wild escapades. All of this was uncharted territory, even for Macquarie University. And let's be honest, every graduating class from Macquarie is pretty special. These extraordinary times have taught us to appreciate the seemingly small yet invaluable aspects of life. Remember the sweet taste of freedom when we finally returned to campus, or how our coffee runs before and during tutorials somehow felt invigorating. During this chaos, we forged deep connections with the people we now hold dear, our classmates, who have navigated this journey alongside us. As we approach the unforgettable MQTPA, I devoted the next few months to relentless studying. Only this time, it wasn't filled with facts such as Bloom's taxonomy, Vygotsky's zone of proximal development, or Hattie's visible learning theory. No. These months were inundated with memorizing statements such as YOLO, figuring out who the Kardashians were and trying to keep up with them, creating a TikTok account, and breathing life into my Instagram feed to make it look like it hadn't been dormant for many years. But all joking aside, if there's one shining beacon of wisdom I want you to glean from my thoughts today, it's this. You're all more than equipped to navigate any challenge life brews up. Whether you find yourself preparing for your proficient accreditation, venturing on a boisterous bus ride for an excursion, or navigating a classroom full of energetic students on a sugar high. We didn't just endure, we thrived, turning adversity into exceptional experiences. As we step into the future as the next generation of educators, let us remember that we share the immense duty of inspiring the inquisitive minds of the future. So as we gather here today, let's embrace the undeniable truth that we are indeed the unprecedented class of 2022. Thank you.
Thank you, Jonathan, for those extremely enthusiastic and inspiring words. Congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Angela Brewer. Angela is the founder and artistic director of Coast Opera Australia and performs at all our graduations. Please join me in thanking Angela again. Please also join me in thanking our musicians. On the organ, Heather Mowen-Boyd. And on the trumpet, Miss Melanie McLaughlin. I would also like to take this opportunity to acknowledge and thank the representatives from our alumni community who come to every graduation. Make sure you all know what you're doing. So please join me in thanking our alumni representatives. And finally, to our technical staff who ensure that these proceedings can be seen and heard, not just for all of us here today, but for those watching on live stream around the globe. Please join me in thanking them. Graduates, this ceremony marks a change in your relationship with Macquarie University, but I hope it's certainly not the end of your association with us. From today onwards, you are now part of the bigger Macquarie family, that alumni network of 225,000 spread around 140 countries. This is the beginning of the rest of your lives. We look forward to seeing you back on campus to attend alumni events, perhaps to undertake further study, or simply to visit the campus and reminisce about the good times you had while studying at Macquarie University. Graduates, the award of a university degree carries many opportunities and privileges, but like all privileges, it also carries responsibilities. I urge you to commit to lifelong learning and inquiry, to set ambitious goals for yourselves, to continue the hard work that has already brought you so far. And remember, you don't have to be Einstein to change the world. At Macquarie, we pride ourselves on developing each and every one of our students into engaged community citizens and leaders. So I urge you to always give thought to what you can do for others along the way. You don't have to do much sometimes to make a real difference to someone's life. Sometimes a kind gesture or a kind word can mean an enormous amount. I challenge you to continue to exercise sound judgment and initiative, and to always be generous in offering practical advice and wisdom to those you meet on your journey. My hope is that, as graduates of Macquarie University, you will use what you have learned here, not only for your own benefit, but also for the betterment of our community. And in all you do, I charge you to uphold the good name of Macquarie University. It is also my hope that you always remember the people who have helped you along the way, many of whom are here with you today. So to acknowledge their contribution and thank them, I'm going to ask you to do a few things. Firstly, could all our new graduates please stand? Please place your testamers on your seats and turn to face your families and friends, and please give them a big round of applause. You can turn around now, but don't sit down just yet. Here on the dais are representatives of our academic staff who have also supported you throughout your journey. Please join me in thanking them. Graduates, please remain standing, but don't forget to pick up those hard-earned testamers. I'll soon lead the official party out, and you will follow the official party out to the courtyard. As we do, our organist will play the traditional recessional music of graduation, which has been played at ceremonies over the centuries. Again, to our newest graduates of Macquarie University, my warmest congratulations and every best wish for futures filled with success, satisfaction, but most importantly, happiness. Now, could everyone please stand? I'll lead the official party out, followed by the graduates, and then invite you to join us for refreshments. Thank you very much.